All right, greetings and citations. How's everyone doing? I decided to make a video today to just basically talk about, just have a little speculation time of what's going to happen with Holochain in 2021, the hot token, and Holofuel. Now, before I start, obviously, the same old, everybody else does it and says it. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional of anything. I'm just a regular old guy, just like everyone else in this world. So, um, but here I plan on giving you guys a little bit of the crypto truth. But today it's all going to be on my own personal speculation on the hot token, on Holofuel, and Holochain in general. Now, first, I'm going to talk about Holochain in general. I believe that especially in 2021, there should be, in 2020, there was a lot of, I don't know, infrastructure. In 2021, I believe there will be a little bit more infrastructure. My thing is this: by April, and this is me having my own personal timeline of my expectations. It doesn't matter. I don't know whether it's right or wrong, but it's just my expectations. By April of next year, they should be in beta. They should be in beta. By April of next year, they should be in beta. I don't know what their timeline is, but in my timeline, in my head, they should be in beta. Now, for the long run, in the long run, Holochain is going to make it. They have a great infrastructure. They have a great product. They have, I mean, it is what it is, but they're going to make it at this point. Which, by the way, I'm glad I said that because I wanted to bring up something for you guys. Okay, so number one, if you guys want to find out like recent updates of what's going on, Twitter is the best way. Obviously, they have some updated videos. You can listen to the AMAs, but Twitter is the best way to go. I follow Mary Camacho is her name. I can't say her last name correctly, and if I did, I'm sorry. I'd be butchering people's names. My bad. But she always posts a lot of updates on what's going on from a technical aspect, what they're doing, what testing they're doing, all of the stress tests, everything else in between, where they are in the timeline. I think it's a very great start for if you want to find out exactly what's going on. I think just following her will help a lot. So also, not just Twitter, but they also have what are those things called? Those updates. They have updates and oh man, I just click on it, but I don't ever anyway, you can find the links on YouTube. If you follow Mary, you will most definitely be able to find it anyway. So they're doing a very good job. That's one thing I wanted to say as well. They're doing a very good job in communicating exactly what they're doing, exactly what their process is, and what their intentions are as far as Holochain as a whole. In the beginning of last year, I was extremely skeptical. For those of you who remember, I was extremely skeptical of what was going on. There was not a lot of communication. I think they had, they did have the AMA afterwards, and they said that they went through some changes. So hopefully they got all of that. No, they did get all of it. Well, as far as I know, they got most of it resolved, and so they're good to go on that front. But their communication has been great. Mary has been doing a great job in communicating. As far as the hollow ports, they have been testing the hollow ports and their communication. I don't want to get into technical stuff with the RSM and everything else in between. This is not my job. I'm just a regular old investor, just like everybody else. I do try to be educated on all of that stuff, and I do read up on it, but I'm not a genius at it. And trust me, when it comes to technical terms, I will throw you off in a hot second. So yeah. So anyway, Holochain as a whole, they're doing a great job. They're doing a wonderful job. I believe that definitely next year is going to be, I believe personally, in my heart of hearts, I think for me, um, Holochain is a make or break year. Not for price, but mostly for infrastructure, getting their stuff together. Um, I want to see something roll out for for everybody. I want to see beta. That's all there is to it. I don't understand. I don't know the technicalities of not being able to get the beta next year. And by the way, I say in my own personal standards, I have April as a time frame where they should be in beta. So there's that. Now let's get into the hot token. As you guys have realized, the hot token has been, it's like watching paint dry. I mean, of all the fluctuations that's been happening in the crypto space lately, I mean, it's almost like sideways. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I do know that obviously the volume has increased, but it's like it's not going super far up and it's not going super far down. Well, I saw like a lot of things. What was it? Bitcoin. Earlier, I think it was earlier. Yeah, it was earlier today. I woke up this morning and I like to check, prices and where everything is. And I was looking at Bitcoin. It was at 23,000. So it's been running a little bit sideways as well. Obviously, XRP with a lot of things is going on. With the whole Howey test and all of that, which don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I actually wrote a paper on this on one of my classes, even as an undergrad, talking about the Howey test. Like, I mean, I just don't understand. It was 1940 something. Like, why? Well, 20 or even 20 or 40. Anyway, why are we still holding those same standards to like financial standards to today? Like, it just makes no sense whatsoever. Anyway, we're not getting into that. But yeah, so. But I did notice that the hot token, well, everything is like, a lot of it was like deep in the red. The hot token was like a little bit in the green. And I'm like, huh. And then like when prices are like, I don't know, like going sky high all across the market, the Holochain is like, yeah, we're just gonna go. So this is extremely discouraging to a lot of people who want to make money, right? A lot of people who are in here in the crypto space making trades. You're like, man, I don't want to do this, man. I'm just wasting my time and money. I could have made 500, 800 bucks in the last hour just if I had invested in something else. So if you're a day trader, Holochain, the hot token is probably not for you. I'm gonna say that in all honesty. I'm not a professional, but if you're a day trader, the hot token is probably not for you. What I will say is, if you are a long-term holder, I do believe that the hot token, let me take that back, medium term, because I have to get into the hot token. So right now, and I appreciate the comments. By the way, thank you guys, everyone who even listens to this, to me talk and rant for about 8 minutes. I really appreciate you guys' comments. I'm glad you guys asked questions. Everything else in between, I really appreciate it. So that's really cool. It kind of gets lonely talking to the four walls and that picture behind me, which I can't take down. But anyway, the point is that I really appreciate you guys' comments. So thank you. But someone made a comment. It was asking about hot, and hey, should I, do I drop my hot tokens to get to Holofuel, and where can I do it on the exchange and everything else in between? So for all of you guys that are new right now, what's happening is we're at a crossroads. We're trying to figure out everything, and I think they're trying to figure out everything as well. Not necessarily figuring out what they want to do, but figuring out because the biggest thing is we don't know what the price of Holofuel is going to be. We don't know. And so, and we also don't know when Holofuel is going to be paired with a fiat currency, right? So that's the issue that we're having here. Now, supposedly at first, the hot token is going to be used for those who earn Holofuel. They can take their Holofuel, those who are hosting, they can take their Holofuel and exchange it into hot, which then can be exchanged into whatever fiat currency you can use. The question is it going to go to hot and immediately go into whatever exchange, or whatever fiat currency or whatever other altcoin there is, or maybe even Bitcoin, or is hot going to be used for multiple different things? Now, I do believe that they want to attempt to use hot for a lot of different things. The problem is that we don't know. One of the issues that I have is the fact that there's a lot of people who are purchasing hot thinking that they're going to be able to trade it into Holofuel, and therefore it's going to automatically, it could be like let's say Holofuel, okay, let's say Holofuel is $1 and you get 1-to-1, Holofuel and all of that. That's, it's possible, but they're giving us 6 months after Holofuel is available on exchanges. They're giving us 6 months to exchange our hot into Holofuel. The question is, what's going to happen with hot? And again, why even make it so that we have to exchange hot into Holofuel? At that point, why not just use Holofuel? So I just don't, I'm not really getting it. I've discussed this before. I'm not gonna harp on it any much more longer. But yeah, we don't know exactly the dynamics of all of that. So my advice, and by the way, I'm not a professional, but just me, what I'm doing is I'm keeping my hot until I get all the answers. And if I have 6 months, best believe I'm waiting 4.5 months before I make a decision on exactly what I want to do, because I have to have a clear picture of exactly what's going on. And obviously, if you wait 4 months, you can take advantage of whatever situation is happening. So, and then also, I don't really know what their rules are or what they're planning on doing for people who are coming into the market after the fact. So you're gonna have people purchasing hot after the fact. So are they gonna get Holofuel 1-to-1 as well? Like it's just, I don't think they really. Not that they didn't think it through. I just don't think they really know what's going to happen yet or what their plans are. So as soon as that is communicated thoroughly and making it crystal clear of exactly what's going to happen, I'm just going to hold on to my hot, okay? Hot can be used and will be used when beta first comes out, but at the moment we don't, like I said, I don't know. So going into the hot token. When there's a next, okay, so the hot token is at, I can't remember we all know where it's at, but I'm just going to give you what I believe is going to be. The next bull run, which there will be another bull run. The next bull run, me personally, I expect the hot token to at least get to 10 to 15 cents, okay? Now, if people were smart and they actually understood what the technology was, and like people are like, oh man, this is awesome, and they're getting into it, and there's a lot of hype in the space, I'm gonna say about 40 or 50 cents. This is by the end of 2021. Actually, this is at the end, at the peak of the next bull run, because I don't know when the next bull run is going to happen. I suspect the next bull run is going to happen next year, but who knows? So anyway, I'm looking at 10 to 15 cents in the next bull run minimum. I'm looking at 40 to 50 cent if Holochain is marketed correctly. They start grabbing more attention. They start disrupting the market, Amazon Web Services. they become popular, I definitely can see it getting to 40 or 50 cents. Now, there's someone who made a video about the hot token possibly um, because they have around the same as XRP. I know I say 200 billion tokens. I know it's not exactly 200 billion tokens, like it's 177. Thank you, the individual download that corrected me. So I don't want to come off as a liar, but the point is that Ripple, or excuse me, not a Ripple, XRP has about the same uh, market cap, not market cap, so supply, total supply. And he was comparing it to the last bull run. Obviously, we all know Ripple was like parts of a cent, and then it went all the way up to $3. Now, obviously, if Holochain, if the hot token went to $3, oh my God! Like I think we're all gonna be okay. We're all gonna be sitting pretty. So I think we all would like that. But that's more of a pie in the sky type of thing. But if that did happen, hey, I do believe that if it hits $1, I think a lot of people are just gonna exit out at that point. So I really don't see it hitting $3 or anything like that, because I do believe that most people who are investing in Holochain, especially this early, are people who are going to cash out, which makes sense. Like we all have bills to pay. We kind of want to buy a house, video games, and in my case, maybe a couple of books or audio books or whatever. So yeah, the hot token is I speculate that that the hot token will do quite well. Okay, on the next bull run. Okay, since I brought up the hot token, I go on YouTube and I try to find out who's talking about Holochain, what they're talking about, everything else in between. For the life of me, oh my God, can somebody can somebody please chase that dude off that's talking about like the future where he sees Holochain? I mean, this dude, he originally said it was going to be at $10. Then he said $10, $10. He said by the end of 2020. By the way, then he said, what was it? Like $2 or $3 the next one, and then the next one he's like 10 to 15 cents within the next 5 years. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't understand why people like I don't get it. So I had to ask that question, and the guy was talking about hope. When I asked the question, one of the thanks whoever responded to me, he was like, it's because of hope. The people want to have hope that what they have is going to make it. Well, here's the thing: you can have hope all you want. It's education. Being educated will help you solidify your decisions in what you do and have more confidence in what you're doing. Throwing money into the wind is something that I refuse to, I don't want to do. So that's why I'm always educating myself. And I'm also, my speculations are it's more of an educated guess, not pie in the sky of what, everything's going to happen. So it's more of a grounded point of view. Yes, we can all have hope. I can be like, hey, y'all, 2021, going to be amazing. We're going to be making a whole lot of money. Hey, Lambo. Well, you guys can have Lambo. I'm getting a Toyota. I'm getting a souped up Toyota Corolla. I mean, not Corolla, Camry. I'm not a car person. I just like things to go from point A to point B. So I really don't care. Yeah, I'm not into machines like that. So who cares? That's just cars, anything mechanic. It's kind of crazy because I used to be an aircraft mechanic. So you would think that someone who was in the mechanical field would be into that, but not even close. So anyway, hot token. That's why I expect the hot token to go. That's why I expect it to be. Now, let's talk about Holofuel. When Holofuel comes live, I think Holofuel is going to be awesome. Okay, I believe that Holofuel, when is not only going to be used, I believe there's going to be a lot of circulating exchange of value and funds and stuff like that. I think a lot of people are going to be using Holofuel. So again, I mentioned this before. You want to look at how it's going to be used. Well, obviously, if people are earning Holofuel from their hosting, and then they can also purchase things from their Holofuel, it's a win-win. And not only that, but those who have their Holofuel, um, I don't even know what they're gonna call it, H fuel or whatever it's gonna be called. I don't know. But those who have the Holofuel, like it's going to be a product. It's going to be something in which is going to be used. It is going to be used. Not like the hot token. The hot token right now is not being used for anything. So except for as a liaison to get into other altcoins. So, but the Holofuel, that is going to be used. There's going to be a lot of transactions in Holofuel. Mind you, there's going to be a lot of microtransactions as well. So with Holofuel, it's I I have I have very high hopes for what's going to happen with Holofuel. And here's my speculation. Okay, my speculation is this: I believe that Holofuel, when Holofuel comes out, when it first comes out, it's going to be extremely stable. I believe that as more people come into this space, I believe it's going to have increased value. Um, I've been paying attention to what's been going on with Amazon Web Services, cloud hosting. There's a lot. Look, they're estimating that it's going to go up $24 billion. The cloud hosting um, market. So before 2024. So look, I'm telling you, there's a lot of competition when it comes to cloud hosting, and I believe that Holochain is going to revolutionize the system. So I believe that Holofuel is going to be it. So that's just my own personal opinion. As far as money value wise, where Holofuel is going to be, that I do not know. I honestly, until we can get some, because it's going to be always used, and especially as a transaction, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 50 cent, at least 50 cent. That's me going out on a limb and saying at the very least 50 cent. But again, like I said, when it comes to popularity, when it comes to people using it, we'll have to find out and see where it's at. Okay. So that is my speculation for the hot token. That is my Holochain, hot token, and Holofuel. Um, my best advice to anyone out there, especially if you're new to the space, please, 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 I say this every single time, and I'm going to say it again. Do your own research. When you do your own research, you'll be able to be more confident in what you're investing in, and also um, if things go awry, if something happens, let's say Amazon Web Services buys Holochain out. I don't see that happening because I think it's more of a, with Holochain, I think it's more of a philosophical type thing. But everybody need money. So, I mean, if they buy them out and they're like, hey, we'll give you a couple $1 trillion for it, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So all I know is that I believe that Holochain is going to make it over time. I believe that the crypto space as a whole is going to make it. Please, like I said, do your research. There's a lot of good things out there happening right now. For those of you guys who are XRP holders, I hold a little bit of XRP, but for those out there who hold massive bags of XRP, good luck to you. I don't, I don't, I'm not, I don't hate XRP. I hold a little bit myself. I'm also not like I'm not like in love with it, uh, or in love with the project. So I do think that it solves a lot of problems. But anyway, the point is that here in America, we're still trying to figure out what's up and what's down, and we're still trying to figure out who we are. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, usually I would say you've been hit with the crypto truth, but mostly you've been hit with a crypto speculation. So I don't want to go there. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. You guys have a wonderful day. Please go out, have fun, do whatever, enjoy life, stay safe. I think I'm gonna play some video games today. I think I'm gonna go to arcade today. So I'm a huge gamer. I I'm one of those people. And side note, for anyone who wants to listen after this, but side note, I love playing video games, and so with me between playing FIFA, uh, Hollow Knight, because it was free on. I have a PlayStation, so between that, FIFA, Hollow Knight, and Fortnite, playing those three games, and yes, I play Fortnite because that's the only shooting game I play. But between those three games, I think I did almost all of my my bachelor's and my master's together throughout all the years, just playing those games and doing homework at the same time. And so, like, there's a lot of space in between and loading and everything else in between. But no, I love playing games. I do have a lot going on in my life as far as outside, which we all do. 2020 has been absolutely crazy. But hopefully we can get everything back to normal, and we'll be good to go. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Take it easy, and stay safe out there.